Hiya and welcome to another episode of Designer Talks. I'm here with Cecilia Evans to find out more about her collection. So hi Cecilia.
Hi.
Do you want to begin by just telling us a bit more about your collection, the vision behind it and the inspiration for it?
So my collection's all about kind of finding balance. I personally don't like to live in a world where I'm too calm or too busy.
Yeah.
And I think it's so difficult to get so mixed up within that. So it's kind of like finding balance. I've got two prints. They're both very contrasting, but somehow they kind of come together.
Yeah.
And that's with colours and things.
Okay. Would you say that you said that you personally don't like to live in a world where life's too balanced? Would you say that your kind of lifestyle plays a pivotal role in?
Yeah, massively. I mean, just being on this course alone is just so busy. You kind of got to find your ways of removing yourself from that busy life.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the studio 9 till 8 and it's such long days and it's so constant that day.
Yeah.
That when I get home I need to either put some TV on or just do something.
Yeah.
It's just...
Is there something that specifically kind of you choose to do to relax and
If I'm in the studio and I'm trying to relax, it's kind of music.
Okay.
Or recently I've been quite getting into podcasts.
Okay.
I sometimes find music, you listen to it so much on the radio and you're just like, oh,
yeah.
trying to find something else. So I quite like listening to podcasts.
Okay, that's cool. Just going back, you said you had two prints or patterns.
Mm-hmm.
How do they kind of differ from each other?
So one of them is a very, I did it with watercolour, so it's kind of a sunsetty, very orange and pink kind of colours.
Yeah.
And then the other one is very fast lights and it's really bright and very vivid. So
do you have a favourite out of the two, or?
I love the watercolour one. I think it's because I painted it myself, and then took it onto Photoshop. So I think
feel slightly more passionate about it.
A little bit more passionate about it.
Yeah. Have you faced any challenges so far with the collection?
Yeah. So a lot of my collection I'm doing a lot of slashing and spreading.
Yeah.
And it takes a really long time to do because once you've taken your pattern piece, you then have to open it all out and you have to kind of put it all back together, and it's got a lot of tracing off and it's just very time consuming.
Is this something that you feel really confident in doing though, or have you had
Now I do.
Now you do.
I mean, before I was like, oh yeah, okay, I know how to do it, but I'm getting quicker.
Yeah. Why did you decide to go down that road?
So for one of my prints, it's going to be on some stuff that's been slashed and spread, and it's having elastic running through it, so it kind of looks like clouds.
Okay.
So it gives it the right texture and look I'm really grateful.
Yeah. And are you happy with how it's looking so far?
Yeah. There's quite a few changes I want to make.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Do you want to talk us through the outfit that you're wearing today?
Oh god. This is literally just a throw on kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely trainers in the studio.
Yeah.
Jeans.
Comfort.
Definitely, yeah. Comfort.
Is there any key piece of clothing or maybe an accessory that you feel everyone should own?
It's a little bit cliche, but a black dress. A full black dress. I always think they can come in useful with so many things. Yeah, definitely have one of those in your wardrobe.
Yeah. Is there anything that you one piece of maybe an accessory or a clothing that you feel is very special and personal to you and that you couldn't have lived without?
I've got all my bracelets and my bracelets and my watch. I wear them every single day.
Okay.
I just always a little reminder of home.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
So who is your favourite designer and why?
Once again, it's a bit cliche, but I love Sarah Burton, who's head of the Alexander McQueen at the moment. She, I think, after McQueen's death, you needed someone that was going to keep the brand going, keep it to its kind of what its origins were, but move on a bit. Yeah. And I think she does that perfectly. She's got the right balance. So yeah, definitely very inspired by
So
her.
would you say that her as a person or even her work has kind of played a role in your collection or inspired you?
I think it's a bit of both. I think Alexander McQueen, that's just in itself is so hard to kind of continue that legacy, and having a female as well, I think is also it's a very male-dominated industry. So yeah, her as a person and her as a designer. I think she's
okay. Other than Sarah Burton, is there any artists, perhaps, because you mentioned that you're using watercolours, in your work? Is there any artists that have inspired you?
I follow quite a few like illustrators on Instagram. It's more, they're not really artists, they are artists, but they are more illustrators. Katie Durant's one of them. They just use a lot of watercolour and I love it. It's gorgeous. They create these really beautiful things.
So that's a really interesting aspect. You've like combined like artists and the fashion side together. Would you say that that kind of makes your collection different from others, or?
Yeah, I suppose, because from what I've seen, I don't know many like in our class at the moment who've done a lot of like watercolour stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of hopefully gonna.
Okay. What do you plan on doing after you've graduated? Because obviously that's only in a few months' time. Have you planned ahead?
Well, I've done 4 years at uni because I did an art foundation. So I kind of want to take a bit of a break, I think.
Okay.
I think I want to go away.
Yeah.
Like try and,
find
whatever money I've got left, find my balance, find myself.
Okay.
No, I want to just kind of get away and go travelling, I think.
So after that, is there any kind of job roles that you think really stand out to you and appeal to you as looking into the future?
Not at the moment. It's funny because being on the course we're on, we cover so many aspects of fashion.
Yeah.
And I'm still to this day like trying to find which bit because I love each bit of it. Like I love the making, I love the designing, and I'm still a bit like, oh god, which one am I going to go for?
Okay, so obviously you're kind of open to options.
Yeah.
Making it a bit more vague, what about brands that appeal to you?
Brands that appeal. Do you know what? I love looking at high street and like haute couture, all of them, like cover everything, like runway everything. So I really am open to like literally anything.
Yeah, that's a really good way to be. Just going back to your collection, how has it changed so far from the beginning of the year up until now?
Oh, massively. Before I was doing really big coats and stuff, and then I've kind of really taken out all that bigness and kind of like really like narrowed it down, and it's all become very like sleek and
Why do you think that happened? Like, what kind of clicked in your head to make you change?
A lot of the garments are very off balance, so I was doing things that are very half and half. So I've got half and half skirts, half and like half jackets. So I think I didn't realise before, but by doing something off balance, I was like creating the balance. So
okay, cool. Do you see it changing much more between now and the fashion show?
Hopefully not. I feel like it's too late in the piece to change too much. I mean, we're always taking comments from our lecturers, so I think they've got the bigger vision. So I've always taken advice from them. But.
So how is that time that you spend with your lecturers? How important is it to you?
It's incredibly important. Although we all moan and like say, oh god no, but they know what they're doing at the end of the day. And it can be tough, especially if you've been working on something for so long. But I think it's important to take it because I think it's going to be a lot worse in the industry.
How do you feel you stand currently with your collection? Are you ready with it? Is it nearly complete or?
It's getting there. I've done my finished with my toiles, getting everything done. Getting print samples. But it's getting there.
What's the next kind of stage for you with this?
Choosing the right prints, and just kind of finishing off the toiles.
And what have you most enjoyed about creating your collection?
I think it's really funny because I think I've more enjoyed looking about what everyone's doing around me. I think we have such an incredible year group, and they're all so inspiring. It kind of inspires you every day. But seeing everyone else's come together, I think that's what's.
Have your peers kind of helped you make decisions as well as your lecturers?
Yeah, very much so. I think if you haven't got your lecturers around you and you kind of need someone to be snap out of it, do this, because you can spiral a bit.
So what are you most looking forward to about the Solent Graduate Fashion Week show?
Once again, I think it's seeing everyone's collections. I think it's been a long 3 years and kind of had these very close bonds, so I think gonna, no matter what, be very proud to see what everyone else is doing.
Can you just sum up in brief what we can expect to see from your collection at the show?
Big sleeves.
Big sleeves.
Lots of print and hopefully balance.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
That's it for another episode of Designer Talks. Make sure you're following all our social media accounts for updates.